Hi, I'm Ed Chady, President of the Janesville Youth Hockey Association. Our association has teamed up with Beloit, McFarland, Oregon, and Stoughton Youth Hockey Associations to create the WAHA Region 4 Southern Pod. We formed this pod for the safety of our players, our parents, and our communities. We'd like to take just a few minutes to share our plan.
Each team has agreed to only play other teams in the pod for the next few months and hold games with only one other team per weekend. This will reduce the number of players exposed to other players, creating the safest environment possible for our association to conduct games. Also, players will not be allowed to double roster, which will help reduce possible virus spread.
All the associations in this pod have also agreed to follow the same COVID-19 guidelines before, during, and after each game. For example, all families should do a health check before leaving for the game. Stay home if your skater or an immediate family member are experiencing any of the following symptoms: cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fever of greater than 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit, chills, muscle pain, or loss or taste or smell. If a player is directly exposed to a positive COVID case, that player must sit out of games for 14 days, be symptom-free, or be medically cleared with a negative COVID test. If a player tests positive while in direct contact with teammates, the entire team shall follow the same protocols.
All players need to dress at home as much as possible and put on their final pieces of gear either in the parking lot, outside the rink, in the staging areas, or designated locker rooms. We strongly recommend the purchase of skate guards so players can walk from their vehicle into the rink ready to play when possible. When you arrive at any of the pod rinks, all associations are following these entry rules. Goalies and designated team representative from each club may enter 20 minutes before the game. All other players will be allowed inside 10 minutes before the start of the game, and one adult for each player may enter 5 minutes before the puck drops. Everyone is required to wear a mask and check in as they enter. Everyone will receive a touchless temperature check and will maintain physical distancing as much as possible as players head to the ice and adults to the bleachers. After the game, parents will immediately leave the bleachers and proceed out of the rink via the designated exit to wait for their players in their vehicles. Skaters will leave the ice and either take off their skates or put on their skate guards and leave the rink via the marked exits within 5 minutes. Please do not congregate in the lobby or hallways. This will help reduce possible virus spread and allow the cleaning of areas between games.
We expect to play all games in Beloit or Janesville. Our goal is to play at least 10 games before January 1st per team, such as squirts, peewees, and bantams. We also plan to play 3 to 4 U6 and U8 games. Game times and resurfacing schedules might be a little different than normal due to make room for us to play as many games as possible. Each club will be asking its parents to help run check-in tables, sanitize bleachers and benches between games, and other duties. Above all, please remember to be flexible as public health rules and regulations change. We believe this pod system is the best opportunity for our associations to play competitive hockey, balanced with a safe environment that minimizes risks.
Be smart.
Be responsible.
Let us play.
For the love of the game.